Welcome to Food for Thought. I'm your host, Dan Monroe. As always, we're coming to you at the Greater Cleveland Food Bank Community Resource Center, right here at their beautiful training kitchen. My chef today, as always, is good golly, Miss Holly Davenport.
Ooh, I got a special introduction. Hey, Dan,
It's good to see you, Holly. It's really good to see you.
Thank you, Dan.
What are we making today?
So today we're going to make a savory sweet potato soup.
I like sweet potatoes.
Good,
Love
Dan.
sweet potatoes, as a
Good,
matter of fact.
and this is for you, Dan.
What are the ingredients we have today, Holly?
So, of course, sweet potato is the star. You have chicken broth, coconut milk, cumin, minced garlic, ginger, veggie spice, smoked paprika, salt, black pepper, diced onions, butter, and cilantro.
I'm glad you said this was chicken broth because I took a sip of this before and I said this is the worst tasting lemonade ever.
Well, don't feel bad because someone else thought they were margaritas.
So how do we start?
So, of course, we have our pot heated up. We're going to add our butter. And then we're going to, yes, I was ready for you, Dan. And so, of course, what's my favorite word, Dan? What is this? This is an aromatic.
Aromatic, yes, the aromatics.
Yes, so we have added our onions. And now we're going to add our minced garlic. So it's getting ready to smell real good.
Love that garlic.
And the last aromatic today is going to be ginger.
Ginger's got that great taste, and I always like having a little bit of ginger. Actually, especially when I have an upset stomach, I take some ginger tablets, and they really do help.
Well, Dan, ginger had to grow on me. I didn't care for it too much, but I like it now.
Yeah,
it's my friend.
Good. It's got a weird taste.
So as you see, the onions, the garlic, and the ginger is becoming translucent. Smells good.
It smells really good. Yeah.
Yeah. So of course, I always bring my friend the Trade East Garden blend. So we'll add that. You know, I like to layer.
You know, Holly, a lot of the ingredients came right here from the market at the food bank?
Yes, you can get most. That's what we base our recipes on. When the neighbors come in to shop, we try to give them healthy recipes, alternative recipes to what they would normally eat.
Yeah.
And so we focus on the produce.
I like it. I like healthy.
It's working out pretty good.
Yeah, it's working out very good.
It really is. Getting a lot of good feedback from the neighbors.
Good.
And so now the onions, the garlic, and the ginger have become translucent and tender. We're going to add in our sweet potatoes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Very orange.
Very orange. Back to that rainbow we talked about the first week. We're going to mix that up real good. Get that little kick. And then we're going to add in our smoked paprika.
Okay.
The cumin. The remaining of the veggie spice.
Okay.
And we'll add the salt and the pepper in. We'll add the pepper in now, but we'll add the salt in last.
Now, obviously you pre-measured all this. How long does it take for prep on a dish like this?
This took about 25 minutes.
25 minutes, okay. Just measuring out all your individual ingredients.
And that's called a mise en place, which in culinary school you learn that everything has a place. And so that just keeps you from being able to, it keeps you focused. You don't have to go and, check the cabinet. You have everything you need right then and there. So we're blending all of those items in. Get a good stir on it. We're going to add in our 4 cups of chicken broth.
All right.
And so that smells good, doesn't it?
That smells really good. Really good.
That's what I thought. So we're going to let that cook for a second. Now today we didn't have a magic for TV version.
Right.
But that's okay.
Put one in the oven and take 2 out.
No, not today, but I'm still ready for you. It's not.
Sure.
I had everything kind of prepared.
Sure, and that's the key is prepare.
Right. So the last step is to add in the coconut milk.
Does this kind of thicken it up a little bit, maybe get a little creamier?
Gives it a little creaminess, but it also gives it a good flavor.
Okay.
And so I would say this is vegan, so we didn't use any animal fat.
Right.
Oh, we used butter.
Butter.
So it's not vegan, it's vegetarian.
Vegetarian.
But the way to replace that was just to use olive oil, canola oil.
Instead of the butter.
Instead of the butter.
Okay.
But I thought you deserved a treat today.
Why, thank you, Holly. I appreciate that. I do deserve a treat from every now and again.
So there's your treat. So, see how savory that is?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you can see a little bit of everything you put in there kind of floating to the top, little specks of the spices and all that.
Yep. Dan, you always appreciate food.
I do. I appreciate the look, the smell, the sound. You know, food is something for all of your senses.
Food for thought.
Food for thought.
You must have came up with the name.
That's a great
of the
idea
show.
for a TV show.
Who came up with that name? Dan, did you come up with that?
Yes.
I knew it. All the good ideas come from Dan. Dan is the man.
Dan is the man.
Do your kids say that at home?
No.
Tell them they need to start saying
They
that.
saying Dad is the man.
Well, that's close.
Yeah.
They can't call you Dan. So Dad, Dan.
Sometimes they do, just to get on my nerves.
Oh. They like, watch this, watch this.
Okay, go ahead.
So now that's cooked down. And so the cilantro is going to be the garnish. I thought I'd do something fancy for you.
I love cilantro. I do, I really do. My camera guy, Alex, hates cilantro. He told me that. He hates cilantro. I said, how can you hate cilantro? Cilantro is like the perfect herb.
Yeah, he doesn't know anything.
He doesn't know what he's talking about.
No. Okay, Dan, you ready?
I am so ready, yeah. That put together pretty quickly, too.
Yeah.
The prep time makes for a quicker cook time.
Wait a minute,
Oh,
wait a minute.
that's cilantro. Oh,
2.
thank you. All right, let's give it a try. Oh, yeah. Oh, the cilantro.
The cilantro?
It's so, you add the cilantro and almost like all the flavors just kind of explode in your mouth.
That's what I was going for.
Love it. Oh, Holly, thank you so much. This is delicious. Another great dish from Holly Davenport.
Thank you, Dan.
And we'll be back with more food for thought right after this.
Hi, my name is Kenya with CHN Housing Partners, and we are proud to be providing utility assistance here at the Greater Cleveland Food Bank Community Resource Center. These services provide eligible applicants with assistance on their gas and electric bills through programs like HEAP and PIP. When neighbors visit the Greater Cleveland Food Bank Community Resource Center, I can assist them with filling out their application, answering any questions they have about the program, and determining their eligibility. For more information about CHN's utility assistance programs, please visit chnhousingpartners.org/utility assistance or call our utility assistance hotline at 216-600-8108. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Alex Cohen, and I'm a community-based navigator for United Way of Greater Cleveland 211. United Way 211 is a service for everyone. If you have a need and you are not sure where to turn, please come visit us at the Greater Cleveland Food Bank's Community Resource Center or call 211 so we can work to connect you with the community resources you are seeking. United Way 211 is a free and confidential helpline that connects more than 150,000 community members to local experts each year, helping them secure food, housing, and utility assistance, reduce their prescription costs, support veterans assistance, and so much more. At United Way 211, we are committed to serving communities we call home. Whether the engagement with 211 starts with a phone call, chat, or an in-person visit, we'll help you assess your situation, provide information, and help you navigate whatever problems you're facing. Please reach out to us. We're here to help.
Welcome back to Food for Thought. I'm Dan Monroe. Right now I'm here in the market of the Greater Cleveland Food Bank Community Resource Center, as always with our nutritionist, Eric Perkowitz. Eric, what's our lesson for today in nutrition?
Dan, I wanted to highlight some of the vegetables that we have today and just give you some fun nutrition tips about them.
All right.
For instance, we got cabbage, which is popular, winter season vegetable.
Oh, that feels, yeah, that's got some bulk to it, something,
It's a very nutrient-rich vegetable.
Yeah.
Among other things, I can tell you, it's potassium is a good source of potassium, which is good for lowering your blood pressure.
I need that.
Many of us do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Moving
pretty
on.
versatile. We also put out recipes
Oh yeah.
sometimes to help encourage people and inspire them for different ideas. So we got a Jamaican style steamed cabbage recipe.
So all the neighbors who come through, they get some cabbage, like, oh great, there's a recipe for it, how I can use cabbage in my next meal.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
We have over here. Yeah, we got zucchini,
Mhm.
which I know is actually a summer vegetable,
Mhm.
but you know, these are probably coming from not California. But anyway, you know, we're getting them, so we're distributing them. And zucchini, it's also a good source of antioxidants.
Yes. Just like blueberries, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We talked about antioxidants I think last month.
Tell me why they're so good though.
Well, among other things, antioxidants can also support eye health, the fight oxidative stress in your body,
Okay.
which we don't want any of that.
No, no stress.
For the zucchini, I think, yeah, we have a recipe too.
Okay.
So spicy corn and zucchini recipe. You could do with canned corn, canned tomatoes.
Okay.
Because those are out of season.
Now this is a staple of all cooking.
Yeah. So onions are, again, very common.
Mm-hmm.
They are also nutrient rich, and they have a kind of fiber
Mm-hmm.
that actually helps our body, long story short, improve our mood.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, there's a connection between the gut and the brain, gut-brain axis. You ever heard that?
Are onions good to eat raw, or should you rather just cook them? Raw might be kind of spicy, I think, or kind of rough.
Maybe depends on the dish. I think a lot of times in the winter, I'm thinking of cooking hot meals. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm cold, so I'm cooking those onions too.
Okay. All right, Eric, thank you so much. More great nutritional facts, and we'll be back with more food for thought right after this.
Greetings, my name is Nikisha Wells from the Diaper Bank of Greater Cleveland, and we provide access to free diapers and personal essential care products to families in need at the Greater Cleveland Food Bank Community Resource Center. To learn more about our services, visit diaperbankgc.org. At the Diaper Bank of Greater Cleveland, our goal is simple. That is to ensure that no child goes without clean, dry diapers. We work closely with the Greater Cleveland Food Bank and local partner organizations to distribute these supplies directly to families. In addition to diapers, we offer resources to connect families with parenting support and other critical services. We believe every child deserves a healthy, happy start in life, and clean diapers are a huge part of that. If you or someone you know needs help, or if you'd like to donate and support our mission, visit diaperbankgc.org. Together, we can make a difference for children and families in our community. Thank you.
The Greater Cleveland Food Bank exists to ensure that our neighbors has access to the nutritious food that they need every day. In addition to the distribution efforts in our 6-county footprint, we have a call center where you can give us a call to locate where you can access food. That number is 216-738-2067. A friendly associate is available Monday through Fridays, 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. to answer your call. We've also opened up a new community resource center as we want to address hunger and poverty through collaboration. In addition to access to food, you will also have the opportunity to receive services from 15 other nonprofit organizations and more. We're available some evenings and weekends. You can find that information on our website by visiting www.greaterclevelandfoodbank.org, and we ask that you follow us on our social media platforms. If you're not in need of food assistance but want to give back and volunteer, we'd love to have you at our partner distribution hub on Coit or our Community Resource Center on South Waterloo. We look forward to serving you.
And welcome back to Food for Thought. Joining me now is my guest chef, Stephanie Hopkins. Stephanie, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thanks for having me, Dan.
And this is your first time on the show.
It is my first time on the show.
Well, welcome.
Thank
Hopefully
you.
first of many. Stephanie, what are you making for us today?
We are doing a kale saute dish with a little sweet potato and some fun additions like pecans, raisins, and little cinnamon. We got some additional flavor with ginger, some veggie broth, and some maple syrup.
Ooh, so it has a lot of different flavors going on there. Different from what Holly did but still nice and sweet. So I
Right.
can't wait to try it. Well, how do we start?
So I have here in my pan, we're gonna begin by adding the olive oil.
Okay.
And our ginger, as Holly mentioned, getting those aromatics in first to help release that flavor. And Dan, you said that ginger feels good on your stomach
It
to help
does.
with digestion. So I work at an organization called The Gathering Place that serves people impacted with cancer, providing free programs. As a dietitian there, I work with folks to help them understand how nutrition can support their health during and after treatment. Ginger can help reduce nausea. So if feeling sick during treatment, adding ginger to recipes can be helpful.
So how does the Gathering Place connect with the food bank?
I work with Eric and Holly. About once a month I'll come into the beautiful training kitchen here to do a cooking demo to again talk through how the foods found in the market can reduce cancer risk or again support health and survivorship.
That's great. That's great.
So we have our ginger that's starting to heat up. We are going to add in our kale.
Okay.
Kale is a cruciferous vegetable along with Brussels sprouts, cabbage, broccoli. It has a bitter flavor naturally. That's where the ginger and some of the sweet items like the raisins and maple syrup come in.
So you want to kind of offset the taste of kale with other flavors, kind of tricking your taste buds in a way, right?
Balance it out.
Balance it out, yes.
Balance it out. To the kale, we're adding the sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes and kale both contain a good amount of fiber. Fiber is the part of carbohydrate foods that our body doesn't actually digest, but helps to support our health by stabilizing blood sugar, reducing cholesterol, and fiber in the diet can help reduce risk of colorectal cancer.
So fiber is very good.
Yes. All right, so to that we're going to add in now some of our flavoring. So to help with the cooking process, a little bit of veggie broth,
Okay.
a pinch of ground cinnamon. Now, when it comes to the fresh produce, like our kale and sweet potatoes here, they offer phytochemicals or plant chemicals that give the body antioxidant properties to protect our cells from damage, and all your herbs and spices do that as well. So the cinnamon is a little extra flavor booster, but also health booster as well.
That was going to be my question, why is cinnamon good? But yeah, absolutely.
A little black pepper. Our raisins to add some of that natural sweetness. Now without raisins, you could always substitute like a chopped apple, pear. You could do craisins instead, just depending on what you have on hand at home.
I noticed you use the white raisins. Brown raisins work just as well?
Yep.
Okay.
Whatever you have accessible.
Okay.
And then we'll finish with just a touch of maple syrup, again, to bring the flavors together.
All right.
And we're going to garnish with some pecans.
Okay. I notice how as the kale cooks, it gets a little darker. And really, I've spoken with Holly about this before. I like colors, and the the dark green and the orange just almost go hand in hand.
Right.
It really looks pleasing to the eye.
Yes.
Because the food should develop all of your senses.
Right, that's a big part of appetite is the visual sense of it
Yeah.
as well. So those bright colors help to bring out and draw your attention to the dish. So we'll cut this off. We'll add in our pecans.
Okay.
And it's a dish that comes together very quickly, can be a great side option.
Yeah.
You could throw some proteins in there at home, like beans, lentils, serve with a side of chicken. I've saved this for leftovers to have the next morning for breakfast, put some fried eggs with it even.
You know what because with that maple, I'm thinking breakfast.
Yeah.
I'm thinking this would be a great breakfast meal, I mean, no one says you can't have kale or sweet potatoes for breakfast. They're good foods.
Right.
Why not? Add some
Think about
cinnamon,
breakfast hash.
all right.
Yeah, exactly. Would you like to try a taste?
I would sure like to try a taste. Let me find a
We need a fork unless you...
find a fork here. I don't know where. Well, we'll find one. We know where a fork? Right over here. Aha. One of these days I'll learn the positions of the kitchen and what goes where and why. Okay. Here we go. Get some of that kale. That is sweet. That
Yeah.
maple, I can taste the cinnamon. I can taste a little bit of everything in this.
Right.
Definitely, that was great.
Well, thanks for trying, Dan.
And thank you so much for being our guest chef today.
Thanks for having
And
me.
thank you for watching Food for Thought. I'm Dan Monroe, reminding you to cook healthy and cook often. We'll see you next time.